first one is going to be David Cupchick.
Your mic's on mute, David.
Oh, this is why, because everybody...
First one is going to be David
Good?
Cupchick.
Good? Yeah, is that good? You guys hear me?
Your mic's on mute, David.
Okay. So I wrote a little cue card to make sure I get everything I want to ask you guys here. It's really just one question. So I've started watching Symbol. I've been a Project Go subscriber since day one, and I really much believe in what you guys say. And you know, I listen to most of the podcasts, and I really think that I have a good understanding of what you guys talk about. And the thing is that I've started going out since July. And I understand the things like trying to go out and have fun, and how, you know, it's not really a big deal if anything bad happens, or if you think there's a problem, just think it's bullshit and keep going. And, you know, I think I've gone out at least 40 times, and I just can't approach, and I don't know why. Because I think I know what you guys are saying. I think I understand in my head, but I can't do it. So how do you fix that? I just can't approach.
Okay, so I'm going to mute us.
I think I know what you guys are saying.
All right, so unfortunately, whenever you ask the question, we have to mute you afterwards because it echoes. So your question
Wait, no,
was,
I think it's still echoing for everyone.
Is it echoing for you?
Is it echoing for you guys?
No.
No?
It's not, no.
It's just us. Yeah, this guy says yeah. Okay, what about now? Like when only we're talking. Okay, cool. So I guess that's the only...
Okay, so his question was, he's
whatever.
been going out, but he can't approach. Is that correct? Because you were echoing a little bit. Okay. The best thing to do if you can't approach... Are you going out by yourself?
Yeah, and I've done jumping jacks. Like, I was once in a club, and I once did 20 jumping jacks in the club, and like I thought it was funny, but I still didn't feel like I could do it. I've done jumping jacks. Like, I was once in a club, and I once did 20 jumping jacks in the club, and like I thought it was funny, but I still didn't feel like I could do it. So I'm doing stupid things.
This is the worst ever.
Hold on, one sec. I am sorry, guys. Why can't someone just develop a perfect web streaming service?
Anyway, you guys didn't answer the question.
Okay. Yeah, so you're on mute right now, but to answer your question, when I first started, it took me a good amount of time before I could approach. And looking back, I just think to myself, wow, what a goddamn waste of time that was. Just not doing anything and just meandering around, not really approaching. And there is no magic answer. I can't tell you to, you know, scratch your head a certain way and you're going to start doing approaches. You just have to want it bad enough. So the question is, how bad do you want this? How much time are you willing to waste before you're actually going to go out there and make your first approach? You know what to do. You've seen all the videos. I think what you're afraid of is that initial failure or that initial pain period. Because when you're first starting, the beginning portion is going to be kind of shitty. You're not going to know how to deal with a rejection. You're not going to know how to continue a conversation. Even though you have all this information in your mind, you're still going to fail. And I think if you're anything like me, you're afraid of that initial failure. So you have to just say fuck it and start doing it. It's going to suck at first. You're going to suck at first. It's going to be awkward. But you're not going to die. You're only on this planet for a certain amount of time. Take advantage of it.
Okay, I found out how to deal with this, guys. So everyone who's on the Google Hangout, mute your mics right now. Because I usually we can just mute everybody, but for some reason the mute button is not working right now. So everybody mute yourself until you're and thanks, David. We're gonna cut you off now. So everybody mute yourself.
Everybody mute.
Until it, and I'm pretty sure after that it won't echo anymore. It's on the top right, by the way, the mute button.
Wait, stop pushing people's because they're trying to mute it. So it might unmute it when you push it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait up.
There's no way that's going to...
Really?
Yeah, there's no way that's going to work. Whatever, let's go to the next one.
Okay.
The next one, how about Cole, this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get to you in a sec.
Let's just take one of these.
Benjamin Schneid. How do I approach women that are working and busy? Many times I see hot chicks and I do not speak to them because they seem to have no time and be very unapproachable. So this question is from the YouTube portion of the chat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if you have questions that are text, that actually might work better for this one since we're having an echo issue. But girls that seem approachable or have no time.
Think about it this way: when you, even though they're working, when you approach girls that are on the street, they still are busy. They're heading to work. They're going somewhere. They're doing something. You're still stopping them from whatever they're doing, and you're spending 2 to 5 minutes talking to them and getting to know them. So it's the exact same thing when she's working. Yeah, she has to help customers out, but she can probably spend 2 minutes of her day talking to you and getting to know you.
And also,
So-
you shouldn't make an assumption about girls before you even talk to them. That's one of the worst things you can do. Assume that someone's unapproachable. I've approached girls that had this look on their face that said, "Do not fucking talk to me." But then I talk to them, and they're completely open and warm towards an approach. So don't make assumptions before you actually talk to a girl.
All right. So let's try this one more time. We're gonna go to
The first one.
Cole Berman. Let's try this one more time.
Nope.
We're gonna go to the first one. Cole Berman. Let's try this one more time. We're gonna go to
Hold on, Cole.
Cole Berman. This is not gonna work. Stop.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Just text questions for
All right,
now.
but here, how about this? Whoever has a webcam is more likely to get their question answered because they can use the chat. So it's like a reward for people who do show their face.
Okay.
Okay. So if you do bring your thing in and then we ask your question, I guess we can just put it.
We'll call you out. We'll call you out and then put your question in the text.
And then we can put them on the screen too. It'll be perfect.
Okay, cool.
So Cole, what is your question?
Here, let's just do a chat one.
Okay, just write it out and then we'll get back to it in a sec. Okay, so G-Cal,
Geico something.
Geico, whatever. I'm going on a date tomorrow to the movies with a conservative girl. How do I escalate physically and still give off that vibe that I'm interested in her sexually to keep from being friend zoned? Does he mean like?
Well, he said a first date to the movies, which is, I think, the first problem. I don't really think going to the movies as a first date is the best thing to do, because why would you want to be with someone for the first time for 2 hours staring at a screen instead of getting to know them? It's not really the greatest thing. I'd say a movie date's good for a second, third date. Unless she's coming over to your house, then that's a completely different story. But I'm assuming you're going to a movie theater.
Wait,
So how do I give off the vibe that I'm still interested in her sexually? Yeah, he's going to the movies.
Yeah, you know what's weird that you can do it, but it's kind of odd to just like while you're watching a movie start making moves on the girl. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're sitting there and watching a screen,
In a public setting.
and then what are you gonna do? Just like reach over and make out with her?
You gotta
It's
wait.
kind of odd. You can do it. Don't get me wrong. You can do it, but that's not the most ideal place to escalate with somebody. And especially with someone who's a girl who's conservative. You want to go to a place where there's verbal interaction, physical interaction, and where you should set yourself up to be able to do that, basically. So when you go to a movie theater, you're pretty much setting yourself up to not be able to do that.
But see, the thing
Well,
is,
no, the thing in the movie theater you can, because like when you're in the movies, one thing you can do is you can put your arm around her, and that's a definite sign that you're interested. One tip is if you're gonna do that, don't do some cheesy like yawn to the arm around the shoulder. That's bullshit. She's gonna think that's so retarded. She may give you like a friendly laugh, but she's thinking that's cheesy as fuck. So don't do that. If you're gonna put your arm around her, just do it. You can make out with a girl in a movie theater if you find like a kiss scene in the movie. That's a perfect opportunity just to turn to her, look at her, and then boom, you'll make out. So there are ways to get physical, but like they said, there are better places to get physical than going to the movie theater.
for a first date, for a very first date, I would not recommend that.
Okay. Here, let's go to Cole. Cole Berman.
I mean, we can just read it.
No, I want
Oh.
people to see, who he is and just have like a face-to-face interaction. You know what I mean? I've been getting lucky. I've been getting girls. I don't know why I said lucky. That word's not even there. I've been getting girls' numbers a lot by approaching them, and approaching isn't my problem. But once I get their number, I don't know what to do.
Text them. Call them.
Wait, but you gotta be less vague than that.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do. Do you just like stare at the number and how do you put it in your phone? Do you need like tech advice? I don't understand. But yeah, be more specific.
I would say text them and try to keep up a fun vibe. This is
Text
very
them.
general.
Okay, so he doesn't know how to text them.
Well, on my Android, you just swipe to the left,
Yeah.
and then it goes to the text, and then you just type in whatever you want.
What if he has like a
For the iPhone, I think you have to click on the name and then click on text contact.
I see.
But no, you go to you got to just kind of have a a fun conversation with her over text, playful one. Listen to our podcast on texting if you haven't already.
Yeah, don't be needy over text because really you can be a non-needy person, but then when you start texting a girl, you come across as very needy. And there's a lot of signs of someone who's doing needy texting, like they'll send multiple texts in a row, they'll give you way too many smiley faces. So stay away from that and just be the same person you are in real life over text.
And just make sure your texts are exciting, because if she's gonna get a text from you, you want her to think, okay, if I text this guy back, this is gonna be a fun conversation. Not, oh wait, he's just asking me how my day was. I don't want to have to tell him that it was just good.
Mm-hmm.
That's boring. It's not gonna go anywhere. So don't ask her like simple questions such as how's your day or how's work. She doesn't want to talk about that. Say something exciting that happened to you. Spark a different conversation that can lead to something exciting.
We did a whole podcast on this. I don't know which
Yeah.
month it's on, but you should see it in the archive somewhere.
Okay. Jordan Johnson or something like that. I don't know. Jordan Johnson. How to go out with my ex-girlfriend's old roommate when I haven't talked to the girl in 6 months. My ex-girlfriend's old roommate.
I'm trying to figure out, why do you even need to go talk to a girl that you haven't talked to in 6 months? Why don't you just go on the street and talk to someone that you met a day ago?
Well, listen,
Maybe
sometimes-
he's in love with her.
Yeah, well, sometimes I like to hit
With
up
his
some girls.
ex-girlfriend, who he was probably in love with. He's in love with the room. Okay.
She's really hot. Okay.
Okay, so I would just, if you're Facebook friends with her or something, or even if you have her number, I would shoot her a message and say something like, hey, what's up, blah, blah, blah. Try to re-establish the friendship, and eventually she'll respond back, you respond back, and you have this kind of banter between you two. And then eventually you say, hey, I'm going to blank. You want to come with? And blank could either be like a club, a bar, a party, or even do you want to go grab lunch or coffee? So, I mean, I wouldn't really focus on what to do, or I mean, I wouldn't focus on rather how to do it. Just focus on you should just go and do it. And a lot of times it works out very, very well if you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But as Jason said, the best practice is to just meet random girls on the street.
Okay. Let's go to the YouTube chat questions.
Alex.
Which one?
I was looking at Alex.
Oh, Alex asked Jason, what kind of eyeliner do you use?
The fuck you brand.
Eddie, do you guys
Do you guys
have?
want to clear that up before we
Well, I mean,
everyone
we have
thinks
so many times. I don't wear eyeliner. That's just very thick eyelashes, and that's it. I don't know how else to clear it up.
Hold on. Okay, Eddie, do you guys have any calibration tips for girls after number closing? Example: party girl versus nice girl, date ideas, convos, etc. For number closing, party.
No.
No.
Party girls versus night girls for number closing.
Those are like the easiest.
Yeah, I mean, if a girl is a party girl, then just when you get her number, just seed another party. Just seed alcohol, parties, drinking. And if she's a nice girl, don't do those things.
Wait, is he just talking about get the number?
Yeah, it's kind of an odd question.
Getting the number is very, very easy. It's about what you do before and after, mostly before, but It's about what you do before and after you get the number that actually matters. Getting the actual number is all we do is just say, hey, you seem pretty cool. Let me get your number.
Yeah.
Done, and that's it. There's really no way to get a number from this type of girl or this type of girl.
Yeah. I mean, just use
So-
common sense, I guess. If she's like a girl that's obviously not down to party, don't say, hey, let's go to a party.
Yeah, and honestly, if you're asking about like what you should do before you ask for the number, that's not something we can answer in one sentence either.
I you know what I always say now? I just say, hey, you seem cool. Give me your number and I'll text you later. And then that's it.
That's a good one line to get it.
That's like my default.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back to this. Or not.
Okay.
Why don't we just call a name, tell them that's
Well,
what
because we have a lot here.
Huh.
There's like a lot of chat questions.
Oh, you're right.
No,
You're
we're
right.
supposed
Okay,
to
hold
call
on.
a name.
Yeah,
And tell them to
Akash Kumar. You can write in your question and we'll answer that. That's a good idea, actually. Okay, so next question is from Rock and Roll 559. Do you believe in building social momentum? Do you do any warm-ups or you just shoot the shit right away?
It depends on how I'm feeling that day. If I'm feeling kind of anxious, which happens from time to time because I'm an introvert, and occasionally I will not feel like talking to people. And if that happens, I will do some warm-up approaches. But if I'm not, then, I mean, I don't think warm-up's really necessary. But it's good to... We play this... You want to talk about the 30-second game?
Yeah.
We play this game called the 30-second game where we have to approach as many people as possible with zero lag time, specifically less than 30 seconds. So you talk to a girl, you get rejected, you get her number, whatever happens, it doesn't matter, and you immediately move on to the next girl. If there's no hot girls in your vicinity, you move on to the next dude. It doesn't matter, just a human being. And what happens is after you do this for about 15 seconds, you pretty much are in, sorry, not 15 seconds, 15 minutes, you pretty much are in God mode. And this is the most foolproof way we've found of getting into God mode. You just play the 30 seconds game, and you go out for about 15 minutes, and there you go. There's the magic answer to getting into God mode for pretty much everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyone who's in Google Hangout, just type your question in and we'll answer it. Since you guys have webcams, but only if you have a webcam. There's people who don't have the webcam on. We're not answering your shit.
Okay.
How do you apply pickup methods to business, especially in networking events, so I could leave a good impression and hopefully get better chance in getting the job? Excuse me. So this is a really good question because I use the skills I've learned doing pickup for everything in my life, like literally everything. So in business networking events, and we go to that all the time. We go to that all the time too because we go to like these YouTube events, these other things for like marketing, social media, that kind of stuff. So we're meeting a lot of new people. So how do you make an impression, excuse me, at a networking event, right? How do you stand out from the 100 other people that these people meet? So the answer to that simply is to be polarizing. And we've talked about being polarizing to girls and saying, basically getting into this mindset of either fuck me or fuck off. Right, so that goes the same with business. I don't literally want them to fuck me, but metaphorically, it's like you either love me or you hate me and fuck off. So when we go to these events, we're really, really obnoxious and we're just like 110% ourselves. People go to these business events and they're like, oh, I gotta be proper and I can't like use swear words and I can't do this, I can't do that. But listen, if that's you, just fucking do it. Who gives a shit? And people, there's going to be people in the world, haters going to hate. There's going to be people in the world that don't like you and they're going to find you repulsive and disgusting and like, this guy is so unprofessional, I hate him. But at the same time, if you go there and you're like 110% yourself and you be obnoxious, you make crazy jokes and really vulgar comments.
Basically be polarizing.
Yeah, there's going to be people that really, really love you for it. And that is how you get the job.
Yeah.
So either one, you can play it safe and have everybody accept you.
The thing is, everyone is playing it safe.
Yeah.
So do you want to be like everyone, or do you want to stand out?
Yeah, or two, be risky and do have a fuck me or fuck off mindset.
And everything Kong just said applies when you talk to girls. Like, you want to be the guy that stands out. You don't want to be like every other guy. You want to be the different guy. You want to be the one that they've never seen before. And that's the type of guy that you would want to be, because a girl wants that, business would want that. It makes you unique.
Okay.
How do you,
Do we get this one yet?
No.
Yeah. I have no problem picking up girls, from Simon Mitchell. I have no problem picking up girls, so my question hasn't got anything to do with pickup. It is simply, want to go to Vegas for a laugh at the end of October. Yeah, I'm down, dude. Shoot us an email. All expenses paid for, or what? That's the only way I'm down. Okay.
Bellagio.
Yeah, only if we get like a really, really nice suite each. Nick Nelson, did we answer that? Okay, Nick Nelson. What is the correct response? Damn it. What is the correct response when a girl doesn't like where you are? Leading example, we are hanging out in the mall and I see a bowling center. So I say, we're going bowling. Come on, it'll be fun. Her, I don't want to bowl. Well, that sounds like a girl I don't want to hang out with.
Exactly.
I don't know about you, but if a girl said that, I'll be like, okay, go home, bitch.
Yeah, I would not be talking to that girl anymore.
No, if she was really hot, then I would try to convince her. I would just be like, listen, you've never gone bowling with me.
Yeah.
Me and you are going to have the best time when we go bowling. It's going to be unbelievable. Let me show you the best time of your life right now. Let's go bowling.
Okay.
And if she says no to that,
then I'd say, fuck you. Get out of here.
Well, no, listen, if she has like a good excuse, she's just like,
I have no arms.
no, it's just like, you know, my hand's broken or whatever. But if she's just being boring and you guys have nothing else to do, if she doesn't want to do something spontaneous, realistically, that's not a girl that I would want to be with in the first place. So if I were in your situation there, I'd say, all right, let's just go back to my house then. And then also try to just close the deal right then and there. And if she says no, then
also she might not
have money back.
She might not even like you. One thing I found out is if a girl's not willing to do things, even if she doesn't want to do them, she'll just do them because she's kind of into you. So if she's not really going along with your shit, she might just not be down.
Okay.
Alright, so Arash, or Akash.
Wow, finally, dude. We asked you to do that like...
Maybe he types with like one finger.
Akash says, I'm having trouble calibrating indirect versus direct game. I feel that I can't be direct all the time. Is this true, or should I always be direct? Oh, and you guys want to come to my prom. I thought that said porn.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, I'm down.
How many of them are over 18?
No, I do not want to go to your prom. And...
yes, you should always be going direct. There should never be a time where you're not going direct. If you're going indirect at any point, you're wasting your fucking time.
Well, no. You can go indirect, but within the first couple minutes.
I still refer to that being as like if you're stating your intentions that you're attracted to this girl within the first few minutes, that's going direct.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'll go up to a girl if someone's there. Let's say there's two girls laughing behind me. I'll go up and say, what are you guys laughing at, right? And they'll tell me, and that's kind of an indirect statement. But within a minute, I'll say to one of them, you look very attractive. I want to meet you. Hey, I'm Kong. So I guess you could go indirect, but at one point, you have to express your interest and you have to express what you're going for. Otherwise, you're going to be friend zoned.
When I hear people say indirect, I assume they're talking about they're not stating their intentions until like they're friends. That's what I think indirect means.
Yeah,
maybe I'm wrong.
Or you wait like a month and then reveal your feelings to her.
That's a very disgusting thing to do.
And then
it's not even fair to the girl because she thinks you're just trying to be friends, and all of a sudden, boom, I want to fuck you.
Okay, let's go to some YouTube questions.
Yeah.
Fucking Google Hangout. I'm so pissed. Stuff.
What the fuck?
Just kidding, you guys. I thought it just works on. Never mind. Brain fart.
All right, Ratago asks, Jesse, how did the public speech course help you exactly? Was there a ginormous difference after you finished it? Yes, there was a ginormous difference.
Well, and explain to them what the speech course was.
When I was, oh my god, how long? This was so long ago, like 6 years ago. I took a public speaking course. This is when I had really bad social anxiety, and I thought the first step to getting rid of my social anxiety was to take this public speaking course because that was my biggest fear, talking in front of a group of people. And that is the catalyst that started the trend of me going out there and trying to get rid of my social anxiety. So yes, if you have social anxiety, take a public speaking course. It is the biggest thing besides doing pickup that helped me. So I would highly, highly recommend it.
Um,
Well, hold on. Read this one.
okay.
Why Born Love At asks, should I get laid with 5 to 6 girls or just the hot girls? Because below 7 girl really likes me and hot girls are hard to get. This is the question that we have.
Yeah, here's the thing. Have sex with as many 5 and 6. Are you saying 5? Is he saying 5 to 6?
Yeah, he
out of
means
10?
like out of 10.
Okay, yeah.
Like, let's say
Have
the
as
first
many,
5, 6.
have sex with as many of those girls as you can until you get good enough to start having sex with 7s, and then that'll progressively get better to the point where you're gonna have sex constantly with 7s, but you're gonna want to have sex with 8s. So then you just progressively work your way up.
See, that's Jason's way of doing it, and it works the best. So if you're down to do that and you want to get good fast, that is the way that's going to get you there the absolute fastest.
And the reason is because you learn so much from hooking up with 5s and 6s that whatever, you do. So when you get to the 7s, you're gonna know a lot more than the average guy. And then the 7s are a step up, so you're gonna learn something else from them too. So once you go to 8s, you're gonna learn something that most guys don't know about 8s, because you're gonna have all that experience from 5 to 7.
See,
I feel like that's what girls think about me. They're like, I'm just gonna do this guy for practice so I can learn how to get like the 10s, you know?
I'm gonna practice on Kong so that when I get to Jason,
it's one of those. It's one of
See, I know, but see, the thing is, though, a lot of guys aren't down to do that, to like practice on the nastier girls.
Yeah, because
I'm one of them. I'm not really down to practice on nastier girls, and because of that, it took me a longer time to get to where Jason is right now.
Here's my theory on it. Not theory. This is fact. Okay. If you have sex with the more girls you have sex with, regardless of whether they're the hottest girl or like not so great of a girl, the more girls you have sex with, the more confident you are in your ability to have sex with girls, and the more easy it is for you to interact with girls in a social setting.
What's more easy?
and wait, I want to take that a step further. It's not only just the more girls you have sex with, it's the more girls you talk to, the more girls you socialize with. So
Yeah,
not only
it's the same.
you don't only have to talk to girls that are 5s and 6s. You can talk to girls that are 2s.
Yeah.
Like you can talk to 100
Right.
2 out of 10s, and you'll learn a lot.
This is my rule. If she was naked on your bed and you guys are about to have sex, would you get a boner? And if the answer is yes, just do it. Like, why not? That means you're attracted to her, right? If you can get a boner. Like, if a guy was on my bed and he was naked and we're about to have sex, I can't get a boner. Why? Because I'm not attracted to that. If a really, really gross girl was on my bed, let's say she just looks like a complete monster. She looks like a wolf, okay? But she has a vagina, okay? I'm not getting a boner out of that because I'm not attracted to that. But let's say there's a 5 or a 6 and she's naked on my bed. I'm going to get an erection.
Dude, I think
I'm
a 5 or
attracted to
6 right now, nasty. That's all. That's all.
All right.
Jesse, you got
But I know.
No, here's the thing. You got to give back to the community because girls,
Oh shit.
hot girls have had sex with you, so you should have sex with some ugly girls too. Yeah. You got to give back to the community, dude.
That's a really good
Have you ever
spin on
said
it.
that to a girl, by the way?
What?
The whole community thing?
No.
Oh.
Why?
For some reason, I
Why would I
remember
say that to a girl?
That's
I remember
fucked up.
saying
You're
that.
really ugly. Like,
Yeah.
I'm doing you a service by having sex with you just because some other girls have had sex with me and they've been hotter than I am.
We're just having sex, and I go, "Oh my god, you don't even realize how much I'm giving back to the community
You're
right now."
so lucky. You're so lucky you found me.
Okay, here, let's go back to some of these.
Dude just wrote an essay.
Yeah, I know. What is? How do you ask? What? How do you ask a girl if she likes MJ?
Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson. Just ask her if she likes Michael
Yeah,
Jackson.
I feel like-
Jesus. Oh, Michael Jordan. That's what he's talking about. Eduardo says, I've been improving on getting... What a waste of a question that was. Eduardo says, I've been improving on getting pickups, numbers, blah, blah, blah. The problem with me is that I have sweaty hands. How do I get physical without getting uncomfortable, me or the girl?
You gotta just approach more girls.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Are
like, that's something that stems from anxiety. That's why your hands get sweaty. Like my hands used to get sweaty when I first started, and the reason that would happen is because I was scared. I was scared to approach. So after I approached so many girls, I started getting comfortable with actually talking to women, and then the sweaty hands actually started going away.
Same here. My hands were so sweaty that you could see little droplets on them. It was fucking disgusting. And I don't have that anymore. And I think it's because, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I think it's because I suffered from a lot of social anxieties. Whenever I was out in a public setting, anywhere, my hands would just get sweaty, and I thought it was just like a genetic thing. But then as I started to get more comfortable with being around people and being in social settings and talking to people, my hands stopped being sweaty.
See, the sad part about this is I know some guys that actually use this as an excuse.
Yeah.
They'll say, when I talk to girls, my hands get sweaty. That's why I don't like to talk to girls. But I try to explain to them, no, it's bullshit. If you just talk to more girls, it'll go away. But they don't like to take that advice. They would rather have an excuse of my hands are sweaty, so I'm not going to talk to girls, rather than trying to fix the problem.
Also, there's like a very small percentage of people that actually do have a medical condition where their hands are very sweaty,
Yeah.
and there is a cure for this, by the way, and it's not surgery. And I looked this up because when I had really sweaty hands, I thought, I'm going to do this. Basically, you put your hands in this machine that they use some sort of like battery to shock your hands, and then you no longer produce sweat in your hands. And it is safe, and if you do have...
fry your pores.
No, it's not bad for you. It's fine. Just look it up. There's a cure for it if you do have a medical condition, but most likely it's just social anxiety and just get more comfortable in social situations.
Okay, what are some of your advice to starting an online business? This is from G10. And would you guys be down to come back to Berkeley? Fuck no for the Berkeley part. Fuck that. Dude, we went to Berkeley,
I love
and
Berkeley.
the girls...
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yeah,
listen,
the girls are...
Oh, okay.
Listen,
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Berkeley because it's very, there's a good culture there, but the girls there are just... There are no girls there.
Atrocious.
No, there are no girls there. There are no girls
So what would
there.
you call those things with boobs and vaginas? Like
I don't know.
Gargoyles?
Creatures. There are creatures there. There are males and there are creatures there, but there are no females there. So to answer your first question, advice on starting an online business. Wow, this is getting really outside of pickup. But shit, there's
Honestly, why
there's
don't
so
we just answer pickup questions? There's no reason.
well. Let's just go over it real quick. There's really there's so many things to say, but all I have to say is you're gonna have to fail over and over and over again. Do you really? If I told you the history of the businesses that I've tried to start, you would laugh your ass off of how badly I failed. And all of those failures, like honestly, I wouldn't have had Simple Pickup without all of those failures. So
You learn something from each failure.
not only that, but when you do something like that, it opens up opportunities to different things. So for example, I tried to make a book selling service with Jesse one time, right? And then that's how we started working together. And I was like, okay, even though that we made a little bit of money, but ultimately it failed. And I said, okay, so Jesse's a very creative person. So that opened the door to our business relationship. One time I was like selling books for this website, and I worked with Jason, and he had a really good work ethic. So that's how I opened that door to mine and Jason's relationship. And we're like, okay, we have this good kind of chemistry going on. And so when you fail with a business, you can't look at it as a failure because it opens up so many other doors for you. So, I mean, that's the biggest piece of advice I have. Just fail a whole bunch of times, and eventually you'll find something that not only hits in terms of you making a living out of it, but you get to find something that you actually love to do. Okay. Felix Lena. I'm used to girls approaching me, and that's how I usually meet them. So I'm guessing he's a really good-looking guy. But when it comes to me approaching them, it always seems a lot harder for me. What can I do to make it easier?
That's just, you have to approach more people.
It's called
That's
ego.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta throw your ego out of the window. It's so hard once your mind is stuck on girls will come to me, so I don't have to do any work. That is one hump that is gonna be hard to overcome, but that's what you're gonna have to throw out the window. That mentality.
That's what happens a lot on boot camp, actually, when we were doing them a few months ago. Good-looking guys would come on to our program, and they would have a bigger ego than the guys that weren't as good-looking because they have to protect the fact that they're good-looking and they deserve girls. And when they approach a girl and she rejects them, they feel like, wait, I deserve this girl. She shouldn't be rejecting me. And then they just spiral down into negativity, and they end up doing badly at first. So it's largely an ego issue. You're like everyone else. Don't think that you deserve girls because you're attractive.
Also, one thing that I noticed is attractive guys with that mentality, they don't search for girls that they can talk to. They search for girls that are looking at them, that are eyeing them up and down. And then that's who they'll approach. When in reality, you should be approaching every single girl that you're attracted to. No matter whether you fail or not, it doesn't matter. Because you're trying to talk to more girls. You can either try and talk to 100 and get one, or hope that the one girl you see eyeing you tends to works out in the end. It's more profitable to go for the 100 than to bank on that one.
My last piece of advice is you gotta be really comfortable with rejection. So a lot of times these guys who are used to girls approaching them, they don't want to be rejected because, again, the ego thing. So one thing to help you throw your ego out the door is to be very comfortable with rejection and go out and spend like a whole week just getting rejected only and being comfortable with that. Get rejected at least 3 to 5 times a day for a whole week, and by the end of that week, most of your ego is going to be gone.
I agree.
That's really cool that you can do it in just a week. And that's true. You can make a huge change in just a week if you try.
Yeah. Think about what you can do in a month, like 30 days.
I know. Damn, like every single day for 30 days?
Yeah, I know. That would be something ridiculously
That's
great.
not a bad idea.
That's actually a really good idea, Kong.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. Maybe we should make something out of
Yeah,
that.
maybe we should
Hints.
make something where like we give people a plan for 30 days to go out. And
Wait, are you guys talking about the thing that we're working on right now? Okay.
Yeah.
Megan.
Yeah.
anyway, next question. Hold on. Let's go to the YouTube ones. Blowjobs, thumbs up or thumbs down?
TMG Carol Carrots asked, blowjobs, thumbs up or thumbs down? I definitely say thumbs up.
Like to giving blowjobs?
Yeah, giving blowjob, receiving blowjobs, thumbs up too.
RJ Singh,
Okay.
how do you deal with balding?
So I shouldn't have laughed about it. That's kind of.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go bald.
That's the reason.
it's-
I'm
yeah,
laughing.
Show them your.
It's going back slowly.
He's getting really insecure about that, and that's
Show them this bald spot like right here. I'm just kidding. Actually, no, there is a little
There's a
bit.
little bit.
Yeah,
No,
there's
but my genetics are dictating that I will be bald soon, and I've come to terms with it. I'm accepting it. And people, here's one of the worst things that I see people do when they're starting to go bald. They just like shave their entire heads off, shave all the hair off their heads, like right when a little bit of a widow's peak starts to appear, and that shows insecurity. I guess if you have like one of the Larry David things going on, you can shave off the whole thing. But basically, just own it and don't think about the fact that you're bald.
I like the like half bald,
Like
half
Donald
hair,
Trump.
and then you comb it over.
See, that's
look.
when people do things like that, I just think, wow, they're trying to be something they're not.
Here's what it comes down to. Everybody has something that they're insecure about or that they don't like about themselves. You know, whether it's height, your hair, your acne, or whatever it is, you know, your weight. Everybody has something that they don't like about themselves. And a lot of these things you cannot change. Let's say weight, you can change, but height, you can't change that. Ethnicity, you can't change that. Balding, you can't change that. So you have two choices, okay? And I think I said this in a forum post on our forum one time, but you have two choices. One is you be depressed about it for the rest of your life and you keep thinking about it and you be insecure about it. Or two, you can accept the fact that that's who you are. You cannot change this and be a boss about it. Those are the two choices you have. So one, be depressed and live a miserable life. Or two, accept the fact that you can't change it and live an amazing, happy life and just forget about the fact that I have this problem that I can't change. Oh.
Let's call on someone else down there, and then we'll get to them.
Well, I feel like they would just ask questions.
Yeah, anyone who's in Google Hangout, you guys can ask questions.
Yeah, if you ask questions.
But if you already asked a question, I really would like you to leave.
And then go and then
So then other people can ask questions.
and then view it on YouTube. You can
Yeah,
still see it
you
on
can
YouTube.
still watch it on YouTube. We gave you 2 links in the Project Go website. Cole Berman, I'm talking to you. And Akash. Oh, look, what a nice guy. He left already. Okay. So yeah, anyone who just came in, write your question into the chat section of the Google Hangout, and we'll try to answer it.
Yeah,
So let's go to YouTube real quick while everyone's getting situated.
Okay, so Jesse Ao Young asks, what do you guys think of dating outside your race? I really want to date girls who are different races. I actually don't really like Indian girls, so all I do is date girls outside my own race.
Have you ever even made out with an Indian girl?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Like one?
No, a few.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like as an Indian guy, like they automatically like select you, Indian girls. So there is like more openness at first, but I just don't really like Indian girls.
Honestly, I don't think I have.
Really?
Ever.
Really?
No, I think Indian girls don't like me. Swear to God.
Oh no, they don't. They wouldn't.
I've tried.
You're too like asshole-ish.
Too douchey.
But yeah, dating outside of your own race is awesome. That's all I do all day. It's the greatest. I think that's all 3 of us do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. What was this? What was this question?
Like why?
How
Yeah.
to do it? Or
Yeah, I don't.
I really want to date. What do you think? Oh,
What do you think about it?
I think it's
awesome.
great.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing.
I look at my own skin color and then I see like the contrasting skin color that I'm having sex with, and it's like, oh, this is weird and cool.
This is colorful.
Yeah, it's like a rainbow.
I think brown's in the rainbow.
That is that is pretty beautiful. It's like you ever watch dubstep violin? It's like
Yeah.
classical music. You
Yeah.
ever watch that?
No,
on
I did.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like classical music
With dubstep.
with dubstep. That's basically what I think about you having sex with a white girl. Feels like dubstep
which
violin.
one's the classical music? Which one's the dubstep?
I don't know. In some ways, you'll probably be the dubstep. Really like gritty, grimy, and dirty.
What are your favorite books? Don't include Tim Ferriss.
Al Shit 310 says, "What are your favorite books? Don't include Tim Ferriss." One of my favorite books that I recently read was the Steve Jobs biography, and the reason for that is I'm really like into business stuff. So he has a way of doing business that's not necessarily good, but there are a lot of good things that you can learn from that. So that's mine.
I'm into like psychology, so I read Opening Skinner's Box, and if you like psychological experiments,
That sounds like a book about eating vagina.
Anyway, if you like psychological experiments and you want to look deeper into them, just read Opening Skinner's Box. It's pretty good.
A book that I read that really changed the way that I view how I do things it's kind of like a self-help book called The Power of Habit. And once you read that book, you will not be able to do things the same way you've been doing them, because I realized that the way that I tried to, let's say for example, get good at a skill or my gym consistency. It wasn't really what I wanted it to be, and that book helped me realize why. So it can apply to pickup too. I mean, everything that you do in life comes down to being a habit or not being a habit, and you want to make things a habit, and that's a really good book that'll help you with that.
I also vouch for him. That was actually a really good book.
I have yet to read it. Okay, John Hernandez says, "Wow, that's fucked up. I was here since the start, and my laptop dies. I missed 20 minutes. Fuck my life."
That was a really
Well,
good question.
Yeah, that's a great question, John Hernandez.
Let's talk about it for a bit.
Yeah.
So his
Don't worry.
laptop
No,
died.
wait, no worries. This is being recorded, so you can always watch the 20 minutes that you missed. And also, if you want to ask a question, go ahead and put it in here. Here, let's go to these ones.
There was a really long one up here. I
This?
saw. No, go up here. It was about like losing weight. Yeah, this one. Here, I'll just get to that part.
Okay.
So
Akash, your question's too long. We're gonna
I'm gonna go this
we're
one.
gonna paraphrase.
I really want to. Hold on. Jesse, dude, I really want to find the motivation to lose weight the same way you did. Can you give me some advice or motivation to push me to lose the weight? Dude, those samosas, man, too damn good. So, I would get a diet plan. What I did was I just bought a book. I didn't really research it when I went to the bookstore. I just bought a diet book that I saw there, and I followed it 100% every single day. That's it. There's no really magic secret. You just need to find something that you like, because all diets work in some degree. Find one that you like and follow it diligently every single day.
what was that book we're supposed to do? The Willpower or something?
Willpower Instinct.
Okay, listen. Go to YouTube and search for Willpower Instinct. Okay, it's a 1 hour talk by this woman who wrote the book called The Willpower
It was
Instinct.
a Google lecture.
Yeah, it was a Google
Just
lecture.
type in Google lecture Willpower Instinct.
And basically what it comes down to, there's so many things to talk about, but one of the things is to build a habit. It takes anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. So let's just say 4 weeks, okay? So in this 4 weeks that you want to lose weight and you want to have a good diet and you want to work out, you have to do everything in your power to stick with that diet. Same with pickup. You know, it's like if you want to consistently get better, you have to do everything in your power for you to be able to keep doing it in that 4 weeks, like no matter what. If it takes you 2 hours of sleep and you have to wake up in the morning to work out, fucking do it. Because once you do it for 4 weeks, it becomes a habit, and it's really, really easy for you to do it after that. The hard part is getting to that 4 weeks, because a lot of people think, okay, well, I did it for 7 days, but today I need to do this, and that's really important, so I'm just going to skip it. Yeah, that's true. It is important, and you could skip it, but when you do that, it breaks a cycle in your brain. When you break that cycle, it's so hard for you to get back on that cycle, and that's one of the reasons that people fail at pickup. People fail at working out and losing weight because they don't make a habit out of what they're trying to do. So my advice to you is make a habit, and in the first 4 weeks, literally do everything in your power to fulfill the goals that you have, like no matter what. And then after that, it'll be just like a downhill ride.
Number one sexy time song. What do you guys think?
By myself or with a girl? That's the question.
You like to listen to music when you jerk off?
Dude, I'll fucking blast dubstep when I jerk off. Yeah, put on some when you guys hear Skrillex in my room, I'm jerking off to porn. But with a girl,
Dubstep.
God, I fucking
I
hate
swear to
dubstep.
God,
You know
like
what?
really
No,
good dubstep, you go to the beat, and that actually works really well. That's just me though. I don't know about you guys.
Here, I'm just curious. People in chat, thumbs up if you think dubstep sucks balls.
No,
Everyone likes dubstep.
Yeah.
Fuck.
See,
they
it's only
can't,
you.
well, how are they going to put a thumbs up?
With their hands. So you thumbs up.
Oh, in the little web thing.
This one guy thinks.
Oh, there's one guy.
There's like one.
Dude, dubstep sucks.
See, he put a thumbs down for you.
But I don't know. I've only had sex to music like twice, and that's because the girl wanted to. I'm not really like a music kind of
Yeah, you
person.
know what's weird? I'm always the one that's turning on the music for when I have sex. Girls never want to turn on music. That's really odd, actually. Unless you're like going out with a girl.
Listen, if I had to choose a song though, let's say a girl just said, "Hey, choose a song, like any song. I want to have sex to music." What would you guys choose?
I'll tell you exactly what I do. I put on like really nasty ghetto rap, and I'm not even joking. I put on look up this song by Rick Ross called Marble Floors.
How does that go?
I got your bitch tiptoeing on my marble floors.
So you fuck a girl to that?
Yeah.
You fuck a girl to,
Like
I got a bitch tiptoeing on my marble floors.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And is that what you turn on as you're done? Like she's walking away?
I just had that song on
Well,
loop.
listen, dude, you always have to have a sex song and like a celebration song, okay? So my sex song would probably be, I would say like some light electronic music.
Yeah, you know what?
I want to have some
Electronic's not bad.
like Cascade, Dead Mouse, if you guys know who that is.
Dead Mouse 5.
Maybe even Calvin Harris sometimes. Avicii's
See,
pretty
those
good.
are I'm down with all those, but once
So-
you get to Skrillex dubstep, oh my god, I want to blow my.
So here's the
brains
thing: you first play Cascade for boning, right? And then when she leaves, she goes. You know how they always go to the bathroom after they fuck? I don't know why, but after that, you blast some Skrillex Bangarang.
No, you blast.
While she's in the
you blast. I just had sex.
And then when she's coming out, I'm just like jamming to dubstep.
out. Skrillex Bangarang, that's the nastiest song ever.
Okay.
You do like 3 more questions.
It's John Hernandez. Can you see that my webcam is on? If not, there's a bomb girl in my class, but I just want to fuck her. Advice. John Hernandez. Let me see.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, your webcam is on.
Here, push the thing. Push the thing. Let's see his face. Let's see that cute little face. That is a very.
Hey, what's up, man? Wow, that was so gay. Hey, sorry, we can't do audio because you might have missed it, but all the audio's fucked up.
So what was
So
this question?
It wasn't really a question. He's just telling us there's a bomb girl in this class. Oh, advice. He's asking for advice.
Advice. How do you know what part
Yeah, not
of
specific enough.
the girl?
How about you?
Like, do you want to talk to her? Do you already have a friendship with her and you want to ask her on dates?
well, here's just like a general piece of advice. Okay, when you talk to girls in class, one, avoid topics that involve the class. For example, what was the homework? Can I borrow a pen? Can you believe how hard this homework is? How crazy is this teacher? Like things like that. Those are the most typical conversations.
I actually
ever
don't
hear
agree.
in
I think
college.
how crazy is this teacher is okay, but if you're asking about like homework and
Actually, yeah,
shit,
because how crazy is this teacher is like you're making fun of the
Yeah,
teacher. Okay, you're right.
but if you're asking very typical questions about the class just so you can get words out of your mouth to this hot girl,
Hey,
Don't
what'd you
do
get
that.
on number 30 for the homework?
in your brain you know you don't care about the answer to number 30.
Yeah, you know for a fact that you got that answer 100% right.
You just wanted to talk to you so that you can get a boner and you can go and jerk off.
So in a nutshell, just basically get her mind out of the classroom.
Yeah,
Talk
and then
about anything else but that.
we said a whole bunch of this in the school podcast, but
Yeah.
I mean, just to review, one of the best things to do is to invite her somewhere after class if you guys are both free, or if not, then something after you guys are done. That's on campus, so it's really easy to walk to. You guys will just have lunch, have a coffee, go to an event, whatever.
We already answered that one pretty much.
Mhm.
Yeah, like a 5 to 8. Remember the same question. Hold on. I need to talk in order for my question to make sense. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. This one's
Let me just do this. Oh, did you found one?
Yeah. Where is it? You guys are always reciting these rules like you know them by heart. Have you studied something that is directly related to pickup? We all have philosophies that we recite over and over again because these are our philosophies. Have we studied anything directly related to pickup? I think we're all really into like self-help stuff in general, and a lot of that can be applied to pickup, but people just don't do it. So we use the fact that we're in front of an audience to kind of mesh typical self-help advice with picking up girls because it's not really done. You guys have any philosophies?
What?
No, that's basically.
On life? Or on pickup?
No, I mean, he's not talking about pickup. Alright, last one. Oral sex tips.
Has the oral,
Mr. Slim Cooper asks, oral sex tips.
has the sex podcast come out yet? The one where you like talk about like sex tips for 2 hours.
I think. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, anyways,
If it doesn't, it'll come out very soon.
oral. Here, I'll give you one really quick oral sex tip. When you're holding the balls, make sure.
Alright, serious sex tips. Alright, so,
Okay. So when you're going down on a girl, when you watch a porno, a lot of the times the guy will just be licking the girl's vagina and kind of presenting it to the camera. That's not how girls actually like to be gone down on. What you want to do is you want to suck on the clit area, kind of like it's a nipple. So the same way you would suck on a nipple, just pretend like the nipple is now where the vagina is, and do that. And I guarantee you, the girl that you're with has never had any guy do that to her, and it is mind blowing. So there you
So
go.
you're saying you're not supposed to do this motion?
You can. That's fine too. But I'm saying sucking on it is better.
So it just all tongue is not good.
Yeah, all tongue, like with your tongue protruding out of your mouth and flickering like a lizard, sucks. What's better is you put your mouth on the whole entire area, if it smells like shit, obviously don't do it. But if it's a good vagina, a good clean vagina, put your mouth on the whole entire area and suck like it's a nipple.
We can go for a few more.
Okay.
A few more quick ones. Ever picked what?
Oh, that's a really good one actually.
This?
Yeah. Tech Savvy 12. I think I found out what my problem with girls is. I noticed that I get overly attached to one and I focus on that one girl. How do I stop this mentality? This is probably, based on comments on Project Go, this is like a huge, huge problem that guys have, and we just keep saying it over and over. You need to have more girls in your life. If you only have 2 girls that you're talking to, and one of them's nice to you, obviously you're going to be putting all your eggs into that basket. But if you have like 10 to 15 girls that you're talking to, you're not going to care as much about one girl. And if you only have 1 or 2 girls that are talking to you or being nice to you, what's going to happen is you're going to be very needy towards those few select girls. But if you have a bunch, that neediness just automatically goes away.
And surprisingly, when you don't have the neediness and when you're not giving attention to that one girl, she actually finds you more attractive, which is really
Yeah. Girls like what they can't have.
True that.
Okay. Does the age matters? Because I like that girl who is 22 and I am 18. Also, any motivation to approach girl?
You know, when I read the questions, I try to correct the grammar as I read it.
I'm guessing English is not your first language. It's cool. We understood the question.
English is not Kong's first language either, so.
Yeah, that's why I fuck up all the time. So age does not matter. And we've all dated girls that were older than us, right? Yeah. We've all dated girls that have been older than us, and it's not a big deal at all. As long as you don't feel like it's a big deal. If you're someone who's just like bringing it up, like, oh, I feel like such a baby, that's when she's like, ew, that's gross, I'm dating someone younger. But if you're a very confident, well put together man, regardless of how big the age difference is, well, if it's like 50 years, then maybe, I don't know. But you can still get that girl who's older than you. And one thing I like to do when I talk to older girls is I like to call them a baby. So you kind of reverse the roles. And this is something that I do all the time. I used to do all the time when I was like 18, 19, and the girls were older than me. So when I would talk to them, I would say, how old are you? Oh, you're 23? I'm 18, by the way. Oh, you're 23? You are such a baby. Jesus, you're a baby. Holy crap. I'm going to get you some Gerber, some diapers. I'm going to get you a milk bottle. You're seriously a baby. And it just make fun of them for how much of a baby they are. And then when they ask me my age, I'll be like 18.
Toady Z, he keeps saying he has an interesting question he wants to type. Dude, our mics aren't working.
You know what?
Type it.
Here,
It wasn't
this,
typed instead of
No, he says it doesn't make sense if he types it. So you want to just do it and then
Yeah.
just like
That'd be the last
okay. Hold on, before we go, it's gonna be really really bad echoes. So everybody bear with us. It might just be for us.
And he hyped this shit up, so this better be a good question.
Okay. So you want to just do it and then just like
Hold on.
okay. Hold on, before we go,
Push that-
it's gonna be
push
really
that.
really bad echoes. So everybody bear with us.
Oh wait, never
It
mind.
might just be for us.
And he hyped this shit
Oh, can you guys hear me now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to just do
Right.
it and then just like okay.
So,
Really, really bad echoes.
still hear your echo, but whatever. So I have a friend. He's like a natural, you know. He doesn't know any of these pickup. No, not working.
That's fine.
All right. So we got into an argument. He's really good. I've learned a lot from him. You guys too, and the thing is, we start arguing. So girl, and you start getting like you guys get into a relationship, and then she starts cheating on you. It's her fault. He was saying it would be her fault because she's like a slut, you know. I was explaining it to him that it would be the guy's fault because you didn't make the girl fall in love with you, technically speaking, you know. If the girl's in love with you, she's not gonna try to go for any other guy. But we kept arguing that if she cheats on you, it's on her, it's not on you. Guy's fault because you didn't make the girl fall in love with you, technically speaking.
Keep going. Keep
If
going.
the girl's in love with you, Huh?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I think I got the question. I think I got it. That could have easily been typed. I have no idea. All right. Mute. Yeah.
Okay. So now we're back.
Okay, wait. So he has a friend who is a natural who has a girlfriend who cheated on him.
And he's saying it's the girl's.
The guy is saying, the friend is saying it's the girl's fault. He's saying, whatever his name is, Tot is saying that it's his friend's fault. But I can't figure out how it's the friend's fault.
That the girl's cheating on him?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really don't know about the situation.
Yeah, there's too many details.
Toddy.
This is getting into relationship
Yeah,
stuff,
I mean,
dude.
I don't-
We're the worst at that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It's not.
He says, cuz.
Hold on. He's about to explain it.
Wait.
This is about to be. Remember, we thought it was gonna be really good. It's about to happen right now, right here.
Yeah. Pressure's on. This is the last question, by the way.
Yeah.
So.
The next thing we see is just like
Dude,
Toddy's.
here, let's just do one more
Yeah.
while he types it out. Last one, and then his will be the last.
Go up.
This is from YouTube.
Oh, that was okay.
How do I go about talking to a girl who has already seen me being a total pussy in the past? Okay, so that's good. Yeah,
That's a good question. A girl that's seen you being a total pussy. It's not a bad thing that she's seen you being a total pussy. In fact, it's really, really intriguing. You know, when you see girls that you knew in high school that are really nerdy, but like you look at their Facebook profiles and they're like, now they're really hot.
Yeah.
Don't you want them more because they used to be nerdy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing with girls.
Well, that's kind of hard because if she's a friend of mine, then I wouldn't. Well, no, it's not about how hot she is. It's about how outgoing or not she is now.
Yeah.
Her looks
I mean,
like-
that's the same thing with him.
No, it's like a
He said she's seen him being a pussy.
no.
So now
but
he looks
But a girl is attracted to different things than a guy. So
But now he's going to be a boss, though, to the girl. That's what he's saying. So I'm guessing you've turned into a boss now, and you used to be a pussy. So there's really no way to show her. You kind of just have to be yourself and let her figure it out. You know, if you're coming from this mindset that, oh, I'm going to hang out with this girl and show her how much of a boss I've become, you're still the same pussy that you were 5 years ago. If you're going out there to show her, to impress her, and say, hey, look at me, I'm a cool person now, she's going to see you as the same guy. But if you legitimately hang out with her, have a good time, like fuck around, and you guys are having a good conversation, she will instantly know that you're a different person. Like, it's very, very intuitive to girls. They know immediately what kind of person you are and how much you've changed. So the fact that you're asking this question of how do I make her seem like, or how do I make her know that I'm not a pussy anymore, is telling me you're probably a little bit more educated in terms of not being a pussy, but you're not fully there yet.
That's a really good answer.
Toddy Z finished his question. So if you make the girl fall in love with you, she'll have no reason to look anywhere else for other guys. There's obviously something wrong with the guys doing that. That's why she's cheating on you. Well, here's the thing.
Yeah,
it depends. It depends on the. It depends on the girl.
Here's an example. Okay, if me and a girl are going out, for example, and she should, have my heart. Okay, but then I'm drunk at a party. Some girl's naked as fuck, and she jumps on my lap and starts blowing me. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say no when she's naked and she's blowing me. I'm wasted out of my mind. Like, shit happens.
Also,
is it just the girl's fault? It could be the guy that she was doing it with. It's not like just the boyfriend's fault.
Also, it depends who the girl is. Like, there's some girls that
are just gonna cheat no
Yeah.
matter what.
They'll be in love with
the
you.
drama.
They'll be in love with you, but they'll still cheat on you. It's just she's psycho. There's just girls that are like that, and there's some girls that will be really faithful. And also, it depends where you catch this girl in her time of life. If she's really young and she's around people that are partying all the time in that college environment, then she might cheat on you. She might not do that when she's 25, but at that time where she's at in her life right now, she will. So there's so many variables with this question.
And yeah, sometimes it might be the guy's fault too. It's like you can't say it's for 100% for sure this or that. There's so many factors that play into it, and sometimes even if you know all the facts, there's no way you can decipher it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not one answer. I feel like you think there's one answer to this question, but there's not.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we can end it here. That was a good amount of time, right? What?
No.
Yeah.
The last thing. What is that?
No. Okay, so anything else to say?
Nope.
All right, guys, take it easy. See you guys next month.
Yeah.
Penis, I love you.
Shit, I can't end it.